In today's fast-paced world, many people have forgotten the simple wisdom of non-attachment and letting go. Instead, they are constantly striving for more and trying to control everything. We often find ourselves expending our energy on pursuing false notions of success, constantly evaluating our self-worth based on temporary measures, and failing to embrace the deep sense of liberation that comes with surrender. Within these pages, you will find an ancient remedy, a powerful reminder to reconnect with the natural rhythms and innate magnetism of life. Many times, we have mistakenly associated attachment with desire, believing that we need to forcefully and relentlessly pursue our goals. However, in this human experience, when we try to forcefully control outcomes or possessions, we end up disconnecting ourselves from the natural flow of abundance in life. Genuine freedom and true fulfillment come when we let go of the expectations we impose on ourselves. As you read through these pages, you'll be reminded that what is meant for you will always come to you effortlessly, without the need for relentless pursuit. Just like a tree that blooms in spring, our greatest growth and achievements come from being patient and present, rather than desperately struggling. By letting go, embracing, and having faith in the perfect patterns that exist beyond our limited perspectives, we can align ourselves with the greatest possibilities that lie ahead. There is a great power that comes from embracing the art of letting go, releasing the need for strict timelines, societal expectations, and self-imposed limitations that confine us. In these spaces of surrender, we can fully embrace life's beauty, flow, and synchronicity without getting caught up in future worries. We are drawn together by a magnetic force rather than pursuing each other until we are exhausted. Inside these pages, you will find powerful stories and profound insights that can help you let go of attachments that no longer benefit you. You'll receive helpful reminders about prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of the temporary stresses that drain your energy. In addition to these teachings, you will receive a clear guide to help you let go of codependent relationships, status-seeking storylines, and conditional self-worth limitations. Instead, you'll find portals that prioritize present moment awareness, simplicity, gratitude, and unapologetic self-love. This book is a practical guide that helps you embrace the liberating experience of living authentically, rather than constantly yearning for more. It offers a pathway to experience immense joy, inner peace, and alignment by shifting our focus from external objects and conditions to our inner truth, light, and abundance. As you explore these pages, you will embark on a transformative journey towards freeing yourself from what holds you back, allowing what truly belongs to your heart to finally come forth. Lesson 1. What belongs to you will always find you. In our constant quest for greater things, we have been taught to think that we must aggressively pursue everything we desire. We often find ourselves driven to relentlessly pursue our career breakthrough, soulmate, or desired object with unwavering determination and relentless effort. Ultimately, pursuing our desires is often seen as the key to achieving our goals. However, there is a deep and unexpected truth in releasing our attachment to achieving success solely through external means. There is a deeper understanding that what is meant for you will always come to you, even if you don't actively pursue it. The universe operates in a way that embraces and understands your true self, creating a sense of favor towards you. By simply observing the natural flows of life, we can witness this process in action. Sometimes the person or thing we've always wanted comes into our lives without us having to go after it. Somehow, What is meant for you will naturally come to you, even if it defies logic and the understanding of the ego. A new opportunity presents itself, revealing a surprising twist of fate, and what was once fiercely opposed is acknowledged during moments of vulnerability. The key is that what we desire can only be perceived by embracing the act of letting go, rather than constantly exerting effort and forcing things. There is a profound feeling of being recognized, respected, and acknowledged for your true self that comes with accepting what naturally comes to you. Truth is beyond the grasp of the ego, but it can be understood. When we constantly pursue things through external actions, we tend to overlook what is truly meant for us. Understanding the highest truths becomes possible when you embrace vulnerability and allow them to come to you. Discovering what lies within the gentlest corners may bring you the invaluable treasure you seek from the essence of life. There is a refreshing truth that can be embraced in a society that often promotes the idea of constant pursuit and striving. You don't need to chase after what you desire. You just need to align your energy with it. By prioritizing personal growth and maintaining a strong moral compass, you will find that the things you want will come to you effortlessly, without the need for constant pursuit. The mindset of constantly chasing after what you desire, driven by feelings of lack and desperation, can actually have the opposite effect of pushing away the things you want to attract into your life. If you want to attract the career opportunity, relationship, or lifestyle you desire, it's important to avoid conveying neediness and depletion through your words and energy. By doing so, you can increase the chances of manifesting what you want. The universe cannot align for their arrival when you project an aura of lack mentality. Nevertheless, by changing your mindset from pursuing to attracting through enhancing your worth, a whole new world of opportunities opens up. Your value lies in your individual strengths, inherent worth, wisdom gained from life experiences, and the unique imprint of your soul. It involves engaging in self-reflection to reconnect with your true self and then confidently expressing that genuine truth through your endeavors. You begin attracting new manifestations to yourself through a magnetic resonance instead of exhausting yourself in pursuit. By consistently embodying self-respect, confidence, generosity, and purpose, drivenness in your actions, you raise your energetic vibration and send a clear message to the universe that you are open to receiving new opportunities. Opportunities, connections, and circumstances that align with the value you naturally radiate effortlessly come your way with perfect synchronicity. Instead of constantly chasing after something, you can begin by confidently showing up as your best self and trusting the process of reaching your goals. Chasing arises from the belief that one must exert their willpower to manipulate situations in order to achieve their desires. Recognizing your inherent value and investing in yourself will attract your desired realities effortlessly. Let go of the pursuit and embrace your true self. Witness how your external reality aligns with your newfound energy. Irene had been on a quest to find her perfect match for years, exploring various avenues such as online dating, singles meetups, and even relying on friends to set up dates. She was starting to lose hope, questioning if she was destined to be alone. She longed for a meaningful and lasting relationship, but despite her efforts, the perfect person never seemed to come her way. One day, following a particularly difficult breakup, Irene had a sudden realization. She came to the realization that her intense pursuit and urgency to find the one was actually causing her desire to slip further away. She used to think that she had to constantly search for a partner instead of having faith in the timing of the universe. After realizing this, Irene made the decision to completely alter her approach. She decided to release her strong desire for control over the situation. She decided to focus on personal growth by exploring her interests, nurturing her spirituality, and embracing self-care. When Irene let go of tying her self-worth to being in a relationship, something truly extraordinary occurred. She began attracting friends, opportunities, and synchronistic encounters that lifted her spirits. Her life experienced a significant transformation, becoming more fulfilling and prosperous than ever. On a pleasant spring day, Irene found herself at a local gardening event, enjoying herself as she planted seeds in the ground. It was during this time that she happened to make eye contact with someone standing across from her. Her body tingled with electricity when their eyes connected. The man greeted the others with a friendly smile as he approached to introduce himself. Irene instantly knew that Marcus was her soulmate. Since that day, Irene and Marcus were always together. Their relationship developed naturally, as if they were meant to meet from the start. Irene experienced a deep sense of tranquility when she realized that what had always been meant for her, this partner, this love, had arrived at the ideal moment once she embraced the concept of surrendering and having faith in the timing of the universe. Her persistent and desperate actions had only prolonged this meeting. Irene effortlessly attracted her cosmic counterpart by staying true to herself. Lesson 2. Pay 'em no mind. They will find you. Throughout our lives, we frequently find ourselves striving for validation and acceptance from the people in our lives. We often find ourselves molding our true selves to fit societal expectations, hoping to gain acceptance and validation from others. We often find ourselves pursuing approval, relationships, and connections by compromising our authentic selves and conforming to unrealistic expectations. However, by doing this, we overlook a deep cosmic truth. We should only pay attention to those who can naturally acknowledge and respect our worth. Others may not see, but their lack of sight does not have to diminish our illumination. When we fully embrace our true purpose and accept every part of our journey, the universe aligns to bring the right people into our lives. We embrace the stillness of our truest essence, aware that only those with a deep spiritual insight can truly connect with its brilliance. Chasing after something or sticking to a strict agenda can push away what we truly want. Trying to persuade those who are not prepared to recognize our value is a draining endeavor that will ultimately leave us exhausted. We cannot expect to make the blind see, nor should we compromise our own well-being in the process. When we express our need for external validation, we are indicating that we still have work to do in fully accepting and valuing ourselves without depending on others' opinions. When we let go of seeking validation and embrace our true selves, finding clarity in our souls, we naturally attract those who are meant to be part of our journeys. When we are open to those who truly understand us, it attracts like-minded people who are on the same wavelength. We no longer waste our energy pursuing what doesn't align with us. Instead, we rely on the truth of our souls to guide our tribe back home through the universe's organized vibrations. By staying true to our brilliance and not letting others' opinions affect us, we honor the integrity of our journey. It conveys a sense of openness and love, while distancing itself from those who are unable to reciprocate. This act of faith allows others to easily find us through the perfect alignments of the universe. Those who share our level of awareness will be naturally drawn to the presence created by the powerful forces of the universe, as our soul's essence remains steadfast. Embracing the practice of detachment offers profound freedom in a world that constantly encourages us to hold on tightly to people, possessions, and desired outcomes. By letting go of what we cannot control, we can create room for inner peace that comes from surrendering Detachment is not about being apathetic or emotionally disconnected. Instead, it is about having an enlightened perspective and allowing life to flow freely without any obstacles. It is the gentle release of the soul after a long time of trying to control our own destiny. By letting go of our ego's desire to control every aspect of our lives, we can embrace the beautiful synchronicities that exist beyond our limited perspectives. When we let go of our rigid expectations about how things should go, we free ourselves from constant disappointment and suffering. Letting go of expectations allows acceptance to illuminate our beings. We break free from the limitations of our own self-imposed restrictions and regain the purity of a beginner's perspective, which brings a sense of awe and curiosity to our encounters. When we detach ourselves, we create space for our locus of control to shift back to our state of consciousness instead of relying on external factors. We have the power to decide how we present ourselves in the midst of life circumstances, but it's important to let go of the urge to constantly resist its challenges. Our energy shifts from a state of grasping and holding on tightly to one of complete presence, surrender, and openness to the mysteries of life. Inner peace blossoms from a place of detachment, creating a beautiful garden of grace. Those who have achieved a strong sense of inner stability and self-assurance are no longer affected by external circumstances and temporary changes. They approach every experience, regardless of whether it is enjoyable or challenging, with a calm and accepting attitude. Every moment becomes a source of profound peace for those who embrace detachment as a spiritual practice. Paulo was a skilled artist who had always followed his own unique path. Since he was young, he viewed the world in a different way, using bright colors, unconventional techniques, and subjects that didn't conform to the mainstream art world's expectations. Despite evoking profound emotions in those receptive to it, Paulo often encountered criticism and rejection from established galleries and critics. His paintings were often disregarded as unconventional, eccentric, or simply not aligned with the esteemed traditional styles. Curators informed him that in order to gain respect and achieve success, he needed to conform. Paulo's spirit grew increasingly burdened by the constant stream of negative comments he endured over the years. He wondered if he should alter his genuine expression to be more easily understood and embraced. The thought of diluting his vibrant truth for the sake of appealing to a wider audience felt like a loss of his authenticity. However, the feelings of loneliness and rejection were also detrimental over time. One day, during a particularly difficult time, Paulo had an epiphany. Those who ignored and failed to recognize his artistic talent were not his intended audience. They completely overlooked the profound messages conveyed through his vibrant colors and intricate shapes. Attempting to gain their approval proved to be a futile waste of effort. Paulo made a significant decision. He decided to focus on creating art that truly reflected his innermost thoughts and feelings. He realized that it was not worth his time to try and appeal to those who couldn't appreciate his work. If his tribe was spread out among different realms, then so be it. He would confidently share his truth, understanding that those who resonated with his message would naturally be drawn to him. From that moment forward, without any effort or marketing, Paulo experienced a series of extraordinary events. Unplanned meetings often resulted in meaningful connections with people who not only admired his work, but could also express the deep impact it had on their souls, a sentiment that the critics consistently overlooked. Unconventional galleries emerged, specifically seeking Paulo's paintings for exhibits. His workshop started to attract dedicated participants who quickly grasped the essence of his teachings. It seemed that by letting go of those who couldn't appreciate his gift, Paulo had created a cosmic connection that allowed his true audience and appreciation to come to him. He discovered that true fulfillment, a sense of belonging, and creative validation come from staying true to one's genuine voice. Lesson 3. Trust the timing of the universe. When we try too hard to control everything and stick to our own strict schedules, we end up feeling stressed, disappointed, and unhappy. Ultimately, our limited perspective can only comprehend individual parts, overlooking the intricate workings of the larger picture that existence effortlessly coordinates. We struggle against the unpredictable forces of the universe, only to exhaust ourselves in vain. Yet, when we let go of our need to control the speed of life, something amazing happens. We align with the natural timing that is already in place. A sense of grace, faith, and inner peace arises when we actively engage with existence instead of fighting against it. We can trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should for our ultimate growth. We should consider adjusting our efforts to align with the natural rhythms of life, rather than disengaging completely. We take action with inspiration, while remaining open and unattached to the timing and manner in which results will appear. We direct our attention and efforts, while allowing growth to unfold naturally. We synchronize our movements with the perfect rhythms of the universe, like a skilled dancer following their partner's lead. We can regain our sense of childlike wonder and curiosity by adopting a patient and trusting perspective. We embrace the freedom to let go of our self-imposed restrictions and embrace the beauty of each moment as it unfolds, appreciating its unique value. Life's greatest wonders and deepest lessons are always there, ready to be discovered when we have faith in the perfect timing of the universe. Many of us have been taught to believe that in order to attain wealth, status, and material prosperity, we must relentlessly pursue them and engage in fierce competition. We dedicate our time and energy to constant actions and efforts, hoping that one day, after overcoming significant challenges, we will achieve the markers of success and prosperity. However, the mindset of scarcity, pushing, and desperation can be a major obstacle to achieving true and lasting abundance. When we let go of our fears and beliefs of scarcity and the constant pursuit of external abundance, we open ourselves up to a powerful truth. Abundance starts from within, through nurturing our own personal growth. To achieve prosperity in every aspect of life, we must start by looking within ourselves and dedicating ourselves to nurturing and expressing our true selves. Understanding and embracing radical self-love, recognizing our worth, and consciously letting go of limiting beliefs and conditioning are key to unleashing our passions and reaching our full potential. Achieving true self-actualization and living an extraordinary life is possible when we recognize our own inherent worth and perfection. Starting from a place of emotional strength and clear self-worth, we can align ourselves with the cosmic laws that attract abundance to us, rather than constantly pursuing it. We can avoid wasting energy on fear narratives that focus on scarcity and deficiency, which ultimately lead to more lack. Instead, we can attract connection, prosperity, synchronicity, and countless opportunities into our lives by simply aligning ourselves with our most empowered and integrated state of being. Abundance is more than just money or things. It's a state of having plenty of peace, love, creativity, belonging, and meaning. When we shift our perspective, we can see the abundance that life has to offer when we prioritize our authentic selves. Attending to our spiritual and psychological well-being is the foundation for abundance and everything else that follows. It is important to prioritize these aspects before focusing on material pursuits. Jenny was a highly motivated woman who had carefully mapped out her life goals by her mid-20s. She had a clear plan for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and even a vision for where she wanted to be by age 40. Jenny had set clear goals for herself, aiming to achieve significant milestones within specific timeframes. She wanted to reach a management position by the age of 28, find her life partner by 30, start a family soon after, and become a vice president at her company before turning 40. Jenny's life followed a well-planned timeline for several years. She secured a promising job right after college, excelled with the guidance of skilled colleagues, and swiftly advanced to a junior management position, just as she had planned. At the age of 29, Jenny became more determined to find her future husband. She started going on dates every week, and just before her 30th birthday, she met someone she could envision settling down with. Great, she thought. Now I'm perfectly on track. Unfortunately, Jenny's meticulously planned blueprint began to veer off course in the following years. Even though she tried hard and remained patient, she faced difficulties in conceiving her first child until the age of 33. Eventually, she found herself needing to take a career break and become a stay-at-home mom for a few years after having children. Right as she was getting ready to pursue her career goals again, her relationship ended and she became a single parent to 2 young children, all while approaching her 40th birthday. Jenny was overwhelmed by a sense of disappointment, feeling as though she had fallen far behind on all her goals. The visions she had put a lot of effort into were not coming to fruition according to her strict timeline. She lacked confidence in herself and questioned her ability to regain control of her grand plan at this point in her life. Jenny experienced a significant realization during this time of confusion. She discovered that the universe operates on its own divine timeline, which doesn't adhere to her personal schedule. Upon reflection, she came to the realization of her strong emotional connection to arbitrary dates and societal expectations surrounding the timing of achieving certain milestones. She faced difficulties because she insisted on exerting control over her plans, instead of embracing the natural flow of life. Jenny realized the importance of releasing her old schedules and expectations about how life should unfold. She began moving forward with a sense of surrender, fully embracing each present moment without concern for future outcomes. Jenny felt grateful instead of anxious due to her focus on the present. She stopped criticizing herself for not meeting specific deadlines and created room to fully embrace her journey for the very first time. Jenny's experience was filled with miraculous events that unfolded from a place of trust in divine timing. She successfully rebuilt her career, quickly advancing to the executive level in her company within a few years, fueled by her passion and inspiration. Above all, she found a fantastic partner who wholeheartedly accepted her and her children, leading to the fulfilling family life she had previously been eager to rush into. Reflecting on the past, Jenny felt a deep sense of awe at how everything fell into place in ways that were more satisfying than she could have ever anticipated. She learned to embrace the timing of the universe, allowing herself to fully appreciate and learn from every experience, rather than seeing them as obstacles on her journey to a different destination. Jenny's story is a clear example of how amazing things can happen when we let go of our expectations and just go with the flow. Lesson 4. The art of surrendering control. Many of us suffer because we constantly try to control every aspect of our lives, which is ultimately futile. We often find ourselves caught up in the constant need to control every aspect, meticulously plan the timing events, and insist on how situations, relationships, and experiences should unfold based on our own narrow viewpoints and preferences. However, The key to truly mastering our journeys is not obsessing over every detail, but rather embracing the paradoxical practice of consciously letting go of control. In that expansive realm of surrender, we discover a profound gateway to the elegant rhythms and innate intelligence that continuously shape our vast universe with boundless wisdom. By letting go of our need to control and our attachment to our own expectations, we align ourselves with the greater patterns of life that are beyond our comprehension. We break free from the limitations of our own self-imposed restrictions, which force us to follow rigid life plans and become afraid of anything that doesn't align with our preconceived notions. In this state of surrender and trust in higher organization, new possibilities can emerge where we once saw only obstacles and dead ends. It's fascinating how often synchronicities and coincidences happen, leaving our minds in awe of life's ability to create paths that surpass our expectations. Entirely new opportunities open up that were previously blocked by barriers we couldn't overcome. People who become skilled at surrendering find joy in every unexpected change to their original plans, seeing them as positive signs of their belief in working together with the universe. They have a deep trust that all circumstances, even the most disruptive or frightening ones, are ultimately for their own benefit, even if they can't see it at the time. We embrace life's inevitable unfoldings and approach each scene as a sacred teaching and an opportunity for profound growth. Our experiences, coincidences, and transformative changes all stem from the same origin: the universe's constant orchestrations that guide our growth when we surrender to its guidance. From a young age, we are taught to hold onto expectations as guiding principles in life. We often spend a lot of time and effort trying to plan out how we want our future experiences, relationships, and achievements to happen, based on our own limited perspectives and preferences. It's natural to feel disappointed and resistant when things don't go according to our plans. What if we decided to live from a place of spaciousness and openness, embracing each circumstance as an opportunity for growth, instead of viewing it as a personal setback or obstacle to avoid? To appreciate the profound reality that life's biggest surprises and most important opportunities for personal growth often come from unexpected paths that we initially saw as unwanted or off track. By letting go of our preconceived notions, we can discover new and amazing possibilities that were hidden from us before. We release our attachment to rigid belief systems and embrace a more open-minded approach to how things unfold. By doing this, we open ourselves up to life's creative possibilities, allowing our experiences to transform into something greater and more aligned with our souls than we could have ever imagined. When we let go and surrender, the universe can work more smoothly without our egos constantly trying to control everything. We have the opportunity to experience incredible synchronicities, where obstacles are effortlessly removed and replaced with higher vibrational possibilities that were previously blocked by limited mindsets. What was once seen as an unwanted deviation is now embraced as a transformative step towards our future growth. Essentially, releasing expectations is a courageous way to show our trust in the positive nature of life. It shows our readiness to collaborate in creating a life that is filled with happiness, spontaneity, and wonder, rather than predictability. We no longer have to constantly struggle with circumstances that go against our predetermined ideals. Instead, we approach the universe's choreography with a mindset of curiosity and openness, acknowledging its inherent wisdom and design that surpasses our personal preferences. By embracing a mindset of surrender and acceptance, we can reduce our suffering and open ourselves up to a world of magic, aliveness, and authenticity that we may have never experienced before. Every experience, no matter how unexpected, is embraced as a valuable cosmic partner designed to help our soul grow and evolve. Lesson 5. Discern what truly matters. Release the rest. Many of our daily stresses and frustrations come from investing too much of our energy into things that don't align with our true purpose. We often find ourselves trapped in a never-ending cycle, pursuing societal expectations of status and achievement that ultimately fail to ignite our passions. However, when we take the time to reflect on what truly matters and let go of the unnecessary things we've accumulated, we begin a deep decluttering process. We begin to let go of unnecessary identities, attachments, and consumption habits that no longer serve us, taking away from our time, energy, and happiness. This reclamation allows us to fully dedicate ourselves to nurturing our core values, soul stirrings, and most sacred relationships. From this clear and focused state, we naturally draw in more of what is important to us while easily letting go of distractions. We are able to fully concentrate on the projects that inspire us without any distractions. Our calendars are designed to prioritize self-care and building meaningful connections. We strive to expand our emotional capacity in order to better prioritize and genuinely engage with what matters most to us. By eliminating unnecessary energy drains, we can enhance our ability to fully engage, focus, and flourish in the areas we value most. No longer will you experience the frustration of feeling scattered and diluted. Instead, we can find great satisfaction and a deep connection by carefully crafting our lives to reflect what we find meaningful. Embracing the art of prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of the rest is a courageous act of taking control of our own life stories. We transition from being unconscious products of societal pressures and limiting beliefs to becoming visionary creators of our own metaphysical masterpieces. We become clear vessels for our soul's truth to shine. However, the constant need to push, manipulate, and force our visions into reality is what often leads to suffering, burnout, and resistance. The universe's grand orchestrations unfold in perfect timing, guided by unseen variables beyond our human understanding. The constant feeling of exhaustion and always being behind is often caused by our impatience and lack of trust in the natural flow of life. But when we choose to let go of our need for control and practice patience, something amazing happens. We align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, making it easier for things to come to us at the right time. We experience a sense of inner peace when we let go of resistance and embrace the belief that everything is unfolding perfectly for our growth. By embracing patience, we can rediscover our innate curiosity, wonder, and joy in the unexpected possibilities that lie beyond our preconceived notions and rigid expectations. We welcome synchronicities, chance encounters, and spiritual guideposts to shed light on paths that may have eluded us in the past due to our preoccupation with controlling outcomes. Instead of succumbing to societal pressures to constantly achieve and make things happen, we flourish by intentionally aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms of life. People who have become skilled at patient surrender exude a sense of unshakable tranquility and wisdom. Understanding that everything happens in its own time, people let go of the urge to constantly control or rush the course of their lives. They are created through a calm and confident trust rather than rushed and panicked efforts. And by doing so, They become powerful catalysts for the natural manifestations that can only arise through harmonious alignment with the workings of the universe. Lesson 6. Embrace the present moment, let go of the past. Our human conditioning often leads us to accumulate psychic and emotional clutter from our pasts, which we carry with us into each new moment. We often find ourselves burdened by regrets, traumas, limiting beliefs, and grievances from our past, unknowingly allowing them to drain our peace and presence. However, it is important to focus on the present moment rather than dwelling on repetitive stories from the past. By doing so, we can fully embrace what truly matters. The present, understanding the true value of the present moment, allows us to fully embrace the reality we are living in. By letting go of outdated stories and releasing our spiritual baggage, we can experience a sense of lightness and fully embrace the present moment. We are fully present and aware of the subtle details and opportunities that surround us, instead of mindlessly going through the motions of life. From this state of being fully present, our senses are awakened with a sense of awe and curiosity, transforming our experiences into meaningful and beautiful moments. We savor our food with a fresh enthusiasm. We pay close attention to the voices of our loved ones, always showing genuine care. We appreciate every visual, olfactory, and intuitive experience with the attention they merit as transient wonders. This existence is truly a breathtaking masterpiece that our souls can now fully experience in real time. Releasing our attachments to the past enables us to embrace a clearer and more expansive version of reality that is no longer constrained. We embrace the limitless possibilities, spontaneity, and creative brilliance that flow in the present moment. Every passing moment presents opportunities for us to fully engage and let go of any lingering mental barriers that cloud our understanding. When people fully embrace the present moment and let go, their lives are transformed by incredible experiences. From unexpected coincidences to newfound sources of happiness and amazement, exhaling the baggage from before creates space for their souls to experience the humble grandeurs and divine appointments that the universe is constantly offering. Since childhood, we are often taught to chase a specific idea of success, which is mainly based on acquiring money, possessions, and prestigious job titles. We are often taught that achieving high-powered jobs, owning luxury possessions, and flaunting wealth are the markers of success and a life worth celebrating. However, the prevailing belief that success is determined by material possessions and societal expectations can prevent us from realizing and embracing our true purpose and finding genuine fulfillment. Indeed, when we base our purpose and worth solely on the pursuit of material possessions, we find ourselves trapped in an unending cycle of exhaustion and spiritual emptiness. Yet, as we embark on the transformative path of redefining success according to our own unique and meaningful values, we unlock opportunities to embrace abundant fulfillment and nourishment for our inner selves. We no longer focus on chasing ever-changing benchmarks, status, and wealth. Instead, we celebrate the things that truly bring us the richest fulfillment in life. Genuine abundance comes from appreciating the small joys in life and embracing the beauty of each passing moment. It comes naturally when we invest our time, energy, and enthusiastic service into personal growth, uplifting others, and expressing our unique talents and passions. True success is closely tied to embodying qualities such as generosity, compassion, authenticity, and a sense of childlike curiosity that keeps our souls captivated by the wonders of the world. The most successful people do not seek praise or wealth. Instead, they value their emotional intelligence, meaningful connections, and the impact they have on humanity's growth in wisdom, beauty, and consciousness. These inspirational stories challenge the idea that success is solely measured by material possessions. They show us alternative paths to wealth and prosperity that go beyond financial reports and tax documents. For people who are willing to redefine their concept of success, their daily activities are focused on what nourishes the soul, rather than depleting it. They become aware of the abundance that surrounds them, experiencing a sense of complete prosperity that goes beyond material possessions, money, or social status. This path leads to spiritual prosperity, free from the limitations imposed by cultural norms, allowing one to fully embrace the abundance of life. From a young age, Sean was captivated by the mysteries of the past. He had a passion for studying history, delving into ancient sites and artifacts, and discovering the stories of past eras. His passion for the past was fueled by his insatiable curiosity and sense of wonder. However, as Sean matured, his preoccupation with the past intensified, reaching an almost obsessive level. He dedicated a significant amount of his time and effort to immersing himself in the past, delving into books, conducting research, and vividly imagining what life was like in those days. He went from appreciating history to desperately clinging to the past, making it difficult for him to appreciate the present. Sean's life was greatly affected by this. He frequently overlooked or had difficulty in recognizing the marvels of the present because they didn't align with his vision of how things should be based on the past. He would often miss out on the simple pleasures and the beauty of the present because he was constantly dwelling on the past. Sean's deep admiration for the timeless enigma that continuously re-emerged throughout history colored his perspective of the world. However, this air of mystique surrounding history also hindered his ability to relate to the present. This irony created a divide between him and the present moment experiences he longed for. A friend once shared a realization with Sean, pointing out that they were trapped by dwelling on the past. This made Sean reflect on their own state of being overly absorbed in the past. The key was to release and embrace the future in order to truly experience life. Sean's perspective on history and the mysteries it delves into started to change after this realization. He came to understand that embracing ancient mysteries while also releasing them enabled him to fully experience the present moment. Sean found a new way to appreciate the present moment, finding joy in the beauty of nature and all its seasonal changes. Each moment brought fresh discoveries and exciting adventures. Sean embraced the present moment and all the amazing things happening right now by releasing his attachment to the past. He discovered that he could fully embrace every new experience with increased joy, vibrancy, and excitement for what lies ahead in life's journey. Lesson 7. The freedom of non-attachment. Non-attachment brings us freedom from the burdens of constant striving, grasping, and controlling, which can lead to immense suffering. Releasing our strong attachment to desired outcomes, possessions, relationships, or identities can lead us to experience a deep sense of peace. Non-attachment is not apathy, but rather a mindset of openness and acceptance, embracing the natural flow of life without trying to control or oppose it. By embracing surrender, we can wholeheartedly engage in every moment with a sense of curiosity, wonder, and spontaneity. We let go of the expectations, fears, and mental baggage that used to burden us, and we feel the freedom of living true to ourselves. Instead of being controlled by our attachments, we regain our power by aligning ourselves with the natural flow of existence. Embracing non-attachment allows us to fully appreciate the beauty of impermanence, cherishing every experience before letting it go. This path helps people break free from the cycle of craving and aversion that often leads to ongoing dissatisfaction. By embracing non-attachment, we can let go of our unconscious resistance to life and experience a deep sense of inner freedom. Many people experience a constant sense of fear. Fear of not having enough. Fear of not measuring up. Fear of scarcity and deprivation. This fear leads us to hold on tightly to our possessions, accumulate resources, and constantly pursue more due to a deep-seated insecurity that there will never be sufficient. On the other hand, this way of thinking that focuses on scarcity and fear is what hinders the natural flow of abundance in our lives. When we release our fears and embrace trust in the kind and abundant universe, everything changes. We understand that when we live in a spirit of abundance and freely share our gifts, we are rewarded in countless ways. Perceived lack and limitation are merely illusions that arise from diverting energy. Instead, we can acknowledge that there is plenty for everyone when we let abundance flow naturally without any attachment or hesitation. By embracing the belief in universal abundance, we shift away from a mindset of scarcity and instead focus on sharing wealth, love, creativity, and joy. Fear drains our energy, but having faith allows us to tap into the abundant resources we need and desire. Releasing fear opens up a world of endless possibilities. Lesson 8. Overcoming scarcity mindset, embracing plenty. Having a scarcity mindset can be a major roadblock to achieving true abundance in life. Many of us are taught from a young age to believe that there will never be enough. Not enough money, not enough opportunity, not enough love or resources to go around. We go through life with a constant sense of scarcity, cutting ourselves off from the abundant flow out of fear. However, the perspective of scarcity is just a limited mindset, not an accurate representation of reality. The universe is filled with an abundance that surpasses our needs and desires. When we release our scarcity mindset and embrace a mindset of abundance, we align ourselves with the true reality of abundance. When we adopt an attitude of gratitude and generosity and have faith in the principle of giving and receiving, abundance starts to flow effortlessly. There is no sense of lack, just a perception created by blocking the natural flow. By having unwavering belief in the constant fulfillment of our needs, we can experience abundant happiness and effortlessly share wealth, creativity, and prosperity. Adopting a mindset of abundance allows for unexpected blessings to manifest in our lives. Releasing the fear-based stories of lack and embracing the abundance around us is crucial. Understanding and appreciating acceptance and gratitude can have a profound impact on how we experience life. Practicing acceptance allows us to let go of resistance and create space for profound peace to arise. Attempting to judge, control, and alter reality only results in unnecessary suffering. Embracing acceptance brings us back to the present moment, enabling us to fully embrace life with open arms instead of holding on to tension. Gratitude can naturally blossom from this state of acceptance. Being grateful can help us overcome the tendency to overlook the value of life. We can develop a greater appreciation for the world around us by consciously recognizing and being grateful for the abundance that surrounds us. This includes the wonders of nature, the gift of life, and the love and support of our loved ones. Life's most challenging experiences can actually be opportunities for growth and gratitude. Understanding and appreciating what truly matters is made possible through acceptance and gratitude. This powerful combination transforms our most challenging struggles into pure illumination. When we embrace our reality with gratitude instead of resisting or resenting it, we realize that every moment is filled with blessings. Acceptance and gratitude are not just empty words, but powerful tools that allow us to fully embrace life. Since childhood, Surrender has held a strong belief that the world is a place of scarcity and insufficiency. She observed her parents living with limited financial resources, always operating from a mindset of scarcity and fear. She constantly heard refrains like "never spend too much," "you never know when money will run out, and there's just never enough to go around." Programming became a significant part of Surrender's life, and even as an adult with a successful career and financial stability, she couldn't escape the constant fear of scarcity and failure. Even though she earned a good income, she chose to live frugally, denying herself enjoyable experiences or possessions due to her worry about not having enough. She still held a subconscious belief that resources and opportunities were scarce. This mindset of scarcity extended beyond just her financial situation. Surrender approached all areas of her life with a mindset of scarcity. Love, creative inspiration, meaningful work, you name it. She consistently felt there was a scarcity of resources, which led her to adopt a competitive and possessive approach to acquiring what she could. It's clear that Surrender's mindset of scarcity and poverty consciousness led to a constant sense of stress and depletion in her life. She constantly lived in fear of losing her possessions, always confronting scarcity. She harbored a sense of resentment towards the abundance of others, believing it was acquired at the cost of her own scarcity. It felt like a never-ending struggle to navigate through life. Surrender's perspective underwent a significant transformation after she participated in a personal growth workshop. The workshop introduced her to the concept of abundance, which suggests that the universe is brimming with endless possibilities, energy, and material wealth, allowing everyone to flourish abundantly. She suddenly saw things with clarity she had never experienced before. She was so used to lack being her reality that she never thought about the possibility of a different perspective. Although it required some effort to shift her mindset after years of scarcity programming, Surrender began consciously changing her perspective through practices of gratitude, faith, and energetic generosity. Whenever she noticed herself succumbing to fearful thoughts about scarcity, she would counteract them by taking a moment to observe her surroundings and recognize the abundant resources that she had previously overlooked. As Surrender fully embraced the mindset of abundance, her outer reality began to mirror that positive energy of prosperity. Amazing career opportunities, unexpected financial gains, fulfilling relationships, and a surge of creativity. Everything fell into place seamlessly once she embraced the abundant flow. Upon reflection, Surrender realized that her negative mindset of scarcity and deprivation had actually caused her own misfortunes. She failed to see the abundance that was always available due to her scarcity mindset. She embraced the idea that there is always an abundance of resources available, and as a result, her life became filled with the endless blessings the universe offers. Surrender's story is a compelling illustration of how our mindset has a direct impact on our perception of the world. Lesson 9. Letting go of judgments, embracing compassion. A significant amount of our suffering arises from the severe judgments we impose on ourselves and others. As we go through life, we often find ourselves constantly evaluating and comparing things based on our own personal expectations. This leads to a sense of disconnection as we view others as objects and become confined within the confines of our own thoughts. Nevertheless, when we release these judgments and criticisms, we create room for compassion to flourish. Compassion is born from recognizing our shared humanity, our imperfections, our constant growth, and our sincere efforts with the awareness we possess. By adopting a compassionate perspective, we can cultivate understanding and empathy towards ourselves and others rather than resorting to criticism. We understand that criticizing others is often a way to protect ourselves from our own insecurities. Genuine compassion also encompasses showing understanding and empathy towards the part of ourselves that tends to judge. As we embrace a more accessible perspective, we become more receptive to the profound beauty of our collective human experience. When we judge others, our hearts close off. But when we show compassion, they can blossom endlessly. By embracing compassion, we can release feelings of anger, resentment, and the desire to tightly control everything based on our own preferences. Compassion allows us to embrace love in its entirety. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for life, with all its beautiful imperfections. A significant amount of the stress and anxiety we encounter stems from our strong desire for particular results. We often become fixated on our expectations of how things should unfold, and then tire ourselves out trying to make that reality happen. Nevertheless, this mindset of control creates a barrier between us and the natural flow of life, hindering our ability to fully engage in the present moment. By letting go of our attachment to specific results, we can fully embrace and appreciate the beauty of the journey. When we let go of our need for control and our preconceived notions, we open ourselves up to the beauty and wisdom that we might have overlooked otherwise. Instead of eagerly anticipating a future that may never come, we can find joy in each step and feel fulfilled by the journey itself. The journey is filled with delightful synchronicities, chance encounters, and insights that appear when we aren't constantly focused on a single goal. By letting go of expectations, we can stay receptive, inquisitive, and aware of the remarkable dance of life. We uncover depths of patience, faith, and a sense of childlike wonder that were previously out of reach. Every moment holds immense value when we let go of fixating on a rigid notion of reaching our destination. Happiness comes from fully embracing and savoring each moment of the incredible journey, rather than fixating on specific results. Lesson 10. Finding joy in simplicity. Embracing simplicity offers profound liberation. In a world that bombards us with messages of wanting more money, more possessions, more status, discovering happiness in the little things in life, such as savoring a tasty meal, getting lost in a captivating book, spending time in nature, or engaging in a heartfelt conversation with someone dear to us, allows us to break free from the relentless pursuit of empty material possessions. Embracing simplicity frees us from the weight of juggling complicated lifestyles filled with unnecessary possessions and obligations that don't truly nourish our spirits. By simplifying our lives, we can prioritize what truly matters: our health, relationships, personal development, and enjoying the present. Find solace and clarity in the beauty of simplicity, allowing overburdened minds to find respite from the chaos of multiple obligations. We find true fulfillment not in material possessions, but in the simple joy of existence. Every small joy serves as a gateway to re-establishing our connection with ourselves, the cosmic rhythm, and the enchantment that resides in everything. By simplifying our lives and removing distractions, we can fully experience and appreciate the beauty and wonder of life. Our approach focuses on removing unnecessary elements to uncover the valuable gems that are right in front of us. Living with a clear and heartfelt intention allows us to align ourselves with the natural flow of life's abundance. Intention has the remarkable ability to concentrate our energy and aspirations, helping us bring our greatest visions and purposes to life. However, it is important to practice allowing and letting go of forcefulness. By creating an energetic welcome mat, we can make it easier for our aims to effortlessly arrive. Many times, we tire ourselves out by constantly hustling towards our goals, without realizing that our desperate need to control outcomes is actually creating resistance. Mastering our intentions involves finding a balance between clarity and flexibility. It means holding on to our pure intentions while also being open to the timing and form in which they manifest. Manifestations occur effortlessly, drawn to us by the resonance of our intentionally calibrated vibrations. Living with conscious intention and allowing the how to naturally unfold, we can align ourselves with the cosmic currents instead of constantly fighting against them. Unexpected opportunities, connections, and circumstances arise without any personal effort. This is the key to effortlessly attracting everything we desire in life. It involves focusing on our clear intentions and trusting in the natural flow of the universe to support our best interests. Living with intention allows us to engage in a harmonious partnership with the forces of life, enabling us to bring our dreams to life with focused energy instead of feeling overwhelmed. Final lesson: letting go attachment. Releasing our desperate grasping and unhealthy clinging allows grace to blossom in our lives. Embracing the natural unfolding of each moment with open curiosity, rather than forcing our agendas, allows us to receive the universe's astonishing provisions. True fulfillment arrives effortlessly when we trust its perfect timing, like a ripened fruit falling into our outstretched hands. To attract what you truly desire, it's important to let go of any attachments that are holding you back. Stop constantly attempting to manipulate every result. Let go of the judgments, identities, and fear-based stories that are obscuring your perspective. By surrendering, you align yourself with the natural abundance and wisdom that is constantly present in the universe's intricate dance. As you continue on your journey, remember to always come back to the freeing mindset of releasing and surrendering. As these teachings gently guide you, have faith that your deepest desires, beloved family and friends, and abundant sources of inspiration will continue to come to you in surprising but perfectly aligned ways. Simply focus on nurturing your sacred inner garden, remaining grounded in self-love, compassion, generosity, and unwavering faith in the goodness of life. Existence will always work to guide you towards your true radiance, abundance, and freedom, as long as you surrender and trust in the process. Nothing can break the eternal bond you have with your innermost truth. May this wisdom serve as a steadfast anchor, providing stability amidst the ever-changing tides and alleviating any lingering fears. By embracing the power of releasing, everything you've ever desired manifests flawlessly.